Mighty magic, it's so magical like a turkey sausage. It's a new theme song. There you go, Ubisoft. There you go, Ubisoft. I'll take my royalty checks. No, actually, it's sponsored. It's sponsored. Sponsored content, sponsored by Ubisoft. I guess you can have that one, Ubisoft. You can have the theme song. You enjoy that. It's already. I can't really request a royalty check after they already sponsored me, can I? So anyway, what's up, everybody? What's up? It's time for some more Mighty Magic. Because it's magical like a turkey sausage. It's time for more Might and Magic Elemental Guardians. Might and Magic Elemental Guardians. I am not super high level in the game. I've been playing casually, and I've learned a lot of stuff that is different from what I kind of expected. I've learned a few things along the way, so I figured I would share some things with you guys today. It's more like a beginner tips. If you guys are already past beginner, then you're like, oh, well, Jeremy, let me tell you what's wrong with what you... Hey, that's fine. You can tell me, you could give me your input in the comments below. Give some more tips. Sure, I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate that as well. If you have some other tips to add on to the stuff that I'm going to say in the video. Anyway, I want to give you guys some tips that I have learned. Not tips that I've created, tips I've learned along the way. So, what do we got going on? First thing, dungeon bosses have lots of HP. Physical damage is not really relevant for farming glyphs, right? Physical damage is really more for PvP. Poison is super important for dungeons. Like, lots of HP they have. So, poison is super important for dungeons. Poisoners are really very meta relevant right now. So if you summon something, if it has poison, super important. More so than you would think. Like, you would be like, okay, poison I'm sure is good. Poison is very important, okay? Very important for farming in for dungeons, for killing things, because they have lots and lots of HP. Poisoners and supports and turn bar manipulation, heals, team buffs, and enemy debuffs are basically the dungeon strategy right now. Things that have like defense buffs and shields and heals, turn bar increase for your team, attack power decrease for the enemy. That's good general dungeon stuff. Don't throw away healers. Apparently there's a lot more physical damage dealers that are viable, things that are viable for arena, than there are solid healers in the game. So from what I've been told, from what I understand, that's the case. So if you have a good healer, don't throw it away thinking you're gonna get another great healer or better one or whatever. I can't really confirm that, but that's from what I understand, what people have told me. There are a ton of buffs and debuffs in the game. There's so many different, there's like, what, 20 different buffs and 20 different debuffs? There's so many different things. It's not like attack power break, and then defense break, and then speed break, and then all that. There's like all this different stuff too. So there's some extra ones there that I have to still get used to using. He looks like a little ice skater. Look at that. Like a little ice, oh, that, okay. Little dance. So glyphs. Glyphs, we're getting glyph management. A few things to glyphs that I've noticed. Generally for support units, speed, defense, HP, a lot of all of them. Whatever you have the best glyphs for is usually the best. I think, and no one told me this, but I think the best sets are going to be haste. Because you can never go wrong with speed, right? It's turn-based game. You can never go wrong with speed. And meditation. I feel like I've seen some of the cooldowns, some of the long cooldowns on some of these units. I think the cooldowns, the meditation set is going to be... No one really necessarily told me that. I'm just looking at the glyph set, and I think the meditation is probably the strongest one. Overall, like, strongest / most flexible. Let me know if I'm wrong, but that's just the impression that I got so far. But anyway, what glyphs to equip for support units? Speed, defense, and HP. A lot of them. Poison units, like I said, there's going to be a lot of poison units that are used in dungeons. Speed, defense, HP, and accuracy. Precision glyphs are very important for poison units. And then physical damage dealers mostly, I almost said it again, mostly for arena and farming. You want to use a lot of speed, crit rate, crit damage, and attack. For right now, I tend to like this guy for, hold on, where is it? I tend to like this guy for farming. Just out of what I have, I noticed, I was like, oh, he's pretty fun for farming. Drains HP if attack is critical, so you want high crit rate on him. And then attacks all enemies, preventing them from receiving healing effects, and decreases their defense for 1 turn. So it's got an AoE skill with a defense break, and he's got a self-sustain heal. So that's why I was looking at the stuff that we have. We don't have great glyphs on anything, so I'm sorry in advance for that. But But this is an account that I share with Robin. She's basically plays on it in the daytime, and then I play it because we live in 2 different time zones, and then I play it on at night. Anyway, so there we go for that. But physical damage dealers, speed, crit rate, crit damage, attack, a lot of all, as much as you can. Whatever glyphs you have the best stats for. I don't know what levels are the best for farming yet. Let me know if you know in the comments below what you think is the best for farming, because I can't really comment on that yet. I've been farming, but I don't think I'm really doing it very efficiently. I just farm whatever I think we can do with whatever we have to farm with. So talking about viable units for Glyphs dungeons farming, there was a team recommended by Compe Anansi, I don't know how to pronounce that, but a team want to give credit to them for the team recommendation, and I'll show you guys what it is. We have number 1, we have Water Arcane Bird. Okay, let's take a look at this. Attacks an enemy. It's the first skill, attacks an enemy. A decreased attacks of all enemies for 1 turn. Attack break. 70% chance of lowering their turn bar by 20%. Already looks good, right? You decrease their attack and you give them less turns. And then we have attacks all enemies, shelters all allies from 40% of incoming damage for 2 turns. 75% chance of decreasing their speed for 2 turns. The enemies, not the allies, right? This is good. Attack break, speed break. It's gonna keep and a shield is gonna keep your team alive for much longer. Great support unit. All right. So I was looking. That's one of their recommendations. I think it's a good one. I think it's a solid one. Next we have this guy. This is the Air Golem. What does he do? He attacks an enemy. What an epic first skill. Golems are magical constructs that immune infantry by the wizard. Are they really? I didn't even know that. Increase defense of all allies and their received healing effects for 2 turns. I noticed there's like healing effects buffs as well, which I'm not used to, but that's interesting. Attacks an enemy increases. So this is really not for anything, but this is the skill here, defense buff. If you have other stuff that defense buffs as well, you might not need this guy, but this is a nice thing for defense buff to keep your team alive longer. Basically, a lot of the stuff is keep your team alive longer, keep your team alive longer, keep your team alive longer, and then wait for the poison to tick down. Speaking of poison units, this little chipmunk lizard dude. I meant Earth Basilisk. That's what I meant. All these basilisks. All these basilisks are. I can't even say the word. All these lizard chipmunks are good, aren't they? I think they are. I think basically all of them are. We don't care about the first 2 skills as much as we do about the 3rd skill. Poisoning attack. Attacks all enemies. Poisons them for 2 turns. Now when I say poison, like poison's important for dungeons. I mean, you could use the physical damage for arena, but the dungeons have so much HP that poison is kind of the way to go at this point. So even if you don't have the Earth Chipmunk Lizard, you can use another unit as well that's got a big poison, like area of effect poison or something like that. This one, I'm not completely convinced about this water nymph. So this was one of the recommended units as far as a 2-star. We have this regenerate all allies by 15% for 2 turns, and we have this this attacks all enemies 50% chance of blinding them for 2 turns. I feel like if you have a better unit for here, I mean, like I'm sure. Actually, you know what? All these can be replaced with better stuff, but I just feel like she's kind of seems a little bit lackluster. Like she's a healer, but from what I understand. From what people are saying is there's not that many great options for healers. Some of them are more high-level units, more rare units rather. So there's not a lot of free-to-play options for like healers that also have other really good support skills as well. Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's just the impression that I have from what I was told. And last but not least, of course, this is a Robin Sparkles approved unit. Air Unicorn, here we go. Attacks an enemy, inflicting great damage, prevents them from receiving beneficial effects for 2 turns. Always nice. And then the 3rd skill removes 2 negative effects from all allies. Cleanse, not full cleanse, just 2. And then increases their attack speed and healing effects for 2 turns. So a nice. Don't show me your butt, Unicorn. Stop showing me your butt, Unicorn. Now you're looking me in the eyes. You're like, I know you want to see. No, don't. You're slowly rotating around to show me the butt again. I don't want to see this unicorn's butt. Anyway, another nice support type unit. And all the skills, there's not really a lot of overlap as far as the buffs and the debuffs are concerned, which is kind of nice in this team. Like, I understand why they recommended it, because it's there's not like, oh, all these units do the same thing. put a team of all of them together. No, it's like it's like puzzle pieces. You know what I mean? It's like puzzle pieces. Like this one has this buff, this one has this buff, this one has this buff. So everything works nicely together. So again, that's all credit to Comp Anansi for stop showing me your unicorn butt. Comp Anansi for Comp Anansi, yeah. For the team. I kind of want to do arena, but I know everyone's gonna. It's super noob pleb arena, so I know people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, cringe! That arena doesn't make any sense." It's fun for me, but I know you guys. We'll do it when we get to like high level PvP. We'll do some high level PvP, but I'm not there. I still have fun at low level PvP. I have fun being a noob, but you guys are gonna cringe if you see any gameplay, any arena gameplay. What do we have for guilds? We need a guild, guys. If you have any recommendations for guilds, let me know. We need to join a guild. We need to do that. We need hashtag guild life. Hashtag guild life. So what else do we have? We have some summons. We have a few. We're not going to do the minor fragments. We have 3 epic soul stones. We have 5 epic fragments. Let's do these. Let's do these bad boys. Oh yeah, forgot I have to do these things. I have to click it again. No, she's angry. She's angry that I said that her sister seemed lackluster. What you got for us? You have Black Fang Rogue. Oh, you know what? I'll show you guys basically the teams that we were working on, or the stuff that we're currently using. I forgot to do that. Ghost. The ghostest with the mostest. Imp. And what do we have? I'm clicking game. I'm clicking. And a Bright Fawn, okay. And we have 3 epics. I mean, with 3 not from pieces. That's what I meant. Shield Guard. I'm waiting for something. I want a Colossus, okay? I'm waiting for a Colossus. There we go. No Colossus. No Colossus. Oh, savage. Tell me how you really feel. All right, guys. Let me show you guys what we're currently playing with. We've got this. We did get a 4-star. We got the Goblin Shaman. I'm not sure that I love this guy though. He's got this cast shield over all allies. That's great. Increases speed and defense of all allies. I mean, like I said, increases speed and defense. This is already a better version of one of the things that was suggested as far as part of the 2-star dungeon team. Right, it's just a slightly better version, and we have a revive on here too, which is nice. We have this guy that I was using to basically to farm, because he's got, I think I mentioned this already. He's got HP drain, so he basically self-sustains, and then he has this AoE defense break and heal block. And then we have, what does this guy do? This guy is, bursts active poisons and poisons them for 2 turns, which is nice. Nice poison unit. Increases defense of all allies for 2 turns, grants them poison mail for 2 turns, regenerates them by 15% for 3 turns. So I feel like it's just... Oh, he's missing a glyph. Okay. Good job, Robin. Good job, Robin. Oh my goodness. So, anyway, so we've got that one. We have this, I think these basilisks are all... These chipmunks, lizard chipmunks, are all pretty good. Increasing attack damage based on your speed. We have, what else? Attacks on enemy increases attack based on own speed, grants self dodge. Okay, the 3rd skill is the exciting one. Attacks critical, steals 70% of their turn bar, poisons them for 2 turns. I kind of worry about this too much turn bar manipulation, like stealing turn bar. Poison is great, right? Poison is great, but the longer the runs, like the runs will be longer if we keep stealing their turn bar, like decreasing their turn bar. So I gotta like try to keep that in mind as well. And then we have this attacks an enemy damage based on attacker's speed, 45% chance of stunning them for 1 turn. We have this guy. I kind of like this guy actually with his 3rd skill. Heals an ally 65% of their max HP, shelters them from 40% incoming damage. That's just a single target though. And then we have this refill turn bar. This is the cool one. Refills turn bar of all allies by 30%, decreases the remaining weighting of their skills on cooldown by 2. I do like that one, right? I do like the decreased cooldown and increase the turn bar. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Nice support skill. So I think he should actually move optimally. She put the glyphs. Robin put the glyphs on these things. I think he optimally should move at the end of the, like, everyone else moves, and then he just a slight little bit slower than everyone else. This way they use their skills with the cooldowns, and then we reduce those cooldowns and increase our attack gauge again. To get just, I feel like you get the most value out of it from doing that. And then we get this guy I was just using for, it's a unicorn, so Robin and I are building the unicorns, every single one of them, regardless. But I was using him for arena, he's kind of nice. He does damage for arena. 3 times inflicting damage based with an attack based on own max HP. 45% chance of stunning them for 1 turn. So he actually does, he's been fun for as far as damage. And then what does this guy do? Stuns them for 1 turn and increases speed of all allies, refills their turn bar. Oh, see, this is nice too. I really haven't been using this guy though, at all. And then she's this one's a bomber, which has no glyphs now. Okay, plants a bomb on an enemy, deals 3 times own attack after 3 turns timer. So double attack all enemies, 40% chance of preventing them from receiving healing effects, reducing their resistance. I like the bomb though. I heard that after the patch the bomb was changed, but I'm still, we really weren't focusing on those yet. We still need those. There's a long way to go, guys. There's a long way to go. Super noob. Not trying to say I'm not noob. Super noob. Still an early game account. But those are just the things, those are just some of the things that that we were working on. And those are some of the things that, that we learned through figuring things out to make progress in the game. So anyway, guys, hopefully, I'm sure a lot of you are already past these things. You're like, yeah, we already know all of that. But if you guys are, if some of you are early game, some of this information might be useful for you. So anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, thank you to Ubisoft for sponsoring the video and sponsoring the channel. And I'll see you guys, as always, in the next one.